Well, negotiation, let's stay on that subject for just a moment longer, if we could, Ambassador. What concessions could Ukraine be willing to make at this point? Is losing any portion of Ukraine's territory acceptable under any circumstance going forward? I mean, what is on the table? Can you help our viewers understand what what might be required here to achieve peace, and whether there are any concessions that Ukraine would consider?
This is the question which I usually open in a very undiplomatic format. Why do we have to think what concessions do Ukraine has to make? The situation is very black and white. Ukraine is a sovereign country. Ukraine lives within our recognized borders, something that is sacred to us, to Europeans, to the United Nations Charter. We'd never attacked anyone. It was Russia that attacked Ukraine. It was Russia that violated our territorial integrity in 2014. And it's Russia that is attacking us now. So I think the question is, what is the world ready to do in order to help us to defend Ukraine? And we shouldn't be even discussing what concessions with the land we are ready to make. I think it's the question that all of us have to get together and discuss, what is it that we, all civilized nations, are ready to do in order to restore the world order, in order to show that the UN and the international rule of law still works. Because at the beginning, 141 countries in the UN condemned Russia's aggression. The International Court made a very clear ruling on March 16th, essentially telling Russia to stop any type of military operations they announced and cease fire immediately. And Russia, as the member of the Security Council of United Nations, has to do that. Now, we see on the ground that this is not happening, and we see that Russia continues its war, and that war becomes more and more brutal. So I think the question is it okay for everyone else that in the 21st century, the independent, peaceful, democratic country like Ukraine can be attacked by a very large neighbor, a nuclear power, and there will be no consequences and nothing that the whole world can do? And the example that I like to make, which might not be a very good one, but if somebody is attacked in the middle of the street and by some maniac, and that maniac is trying to kill a person, we do not ask the person whether you're ready, to give up a leg or arm, in order to save your life. We call the police, we try to stop it, and we try to punish the person that is an attacker. So I think this is what we have to discuss. This is what we have to do. And in the meantime, there is no choice for us. I mean, we are under attack already, and we will fight for every inch of our territory and for every person. And that is very important. And actually, that's the reason why our president from the beginning is also ready to negotiate, and why he negotiated since the day he was elected as the president. Because for President Zelensky, every life of every Ukrainian is worth fighting for.